Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. The Ningen, otherwise known as the Japanese Mermaids, are large underwater creatures of legend. While they are not believed to be particularly aggressive, they have reportedly scared the pants off of countless sailors over the years. Many believe that sightings of the Ningen are cases of mistaken identity, with sailors seeing other sea creatures in the dark and thinking them to be something more mysterious. But what if that wasn't the case? What if the Ningen really existed? Let's explore. If you want more what if videos, check out our biggest what ifs playlist on the channel. Now get ready, it's time to ask the question, what if the Ningen were real? Of course, as an English speaker, my clumsy Canadian tongue has trouble with some Japanese words. I'll do my best, but feel free to mock me in the comment section down below. The story of the Ningen began where so many often do, on an internet forum. A tale was posted to 2channel, a popular Japanese online forum, which claimed that members of a whale research ship caught sight of a large creature that surfaced near their ship off the coast of Antarctica. It was 20 to 30 meters long, completely white, and had a humanoid shape including arms and legs. Since then, there have been numerous sightings of such a creature, and while depictions vary somewhat, they tend to describe a similar being. Some supposed photographs of the creatures have surfaced, but upon further inspection, none have been deemed to be convincing. However, despite the lack of hard evidence, people continue to believe, with many claiming that the evidence once existed, but was covered up by the government. These people claim that the government uses a chemical compound produced by the creature for medical or military purposes. One rather popular photograph that has been circulated seems to depict the Ningen walking on 2 legs, leading some to believe that they would actually be able to walk on land. Of course, this photo looks super fishy, no pun intended, but for the purposes of this video, we'll pretend that this is proof that the Ningen could walk on land. Great, now we know what the Ningen are, but what would happen if these creatures actually existed? Well, unlike most sea creatures we've discussed here on LBQ, the Ningen likely wouldn't pose too much of a problem for humanity. Stories of the Ningen don't tell of them attacking, which would imply that they are either benevolent or ambivalent towards us. Sailors might have a spooky experience now and then, but our relationship with the sea wouldn't change too much. Furthermore, based on the humanoid appearance of the Ningen, many believe that they could be fairly intelligent. The similar shape could indicate a shared ancestry, which would mean that they would have brains comparable to our own. If we were able to communicate with them and build a rapport, there's a good chance that we could figure out a sort of symbiotic relationship with them.
Dory, this is not whale. You're speaking like upset stomach.
They could possibly dive deeper than us and could tell us about life under the sea. Maybe they would even do it through song.
Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Of course, when people learned of these awesome beasts, everyone would want to see them. To this end, it's possible that we could coordinate times for them to surface and perhaps interact with spectators. Of course, we wouldn't want to make them uncomfortable or take advantage of them, but if they were into it, humanity certainly would be as well. It's possible that we could convince them to do it by making them an offer they couldn't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
No, not like The Godfather. I mean, a good offer, like Netflix and pizza. Of course, it's hard to say what exactly they might desire from us, but a few possibilities come to mind. It could be that they would enjoy humanity's cuisine, considering they probably don't have a whole lot of spices in the ocean. It could be that they would come to appreciate aspects of human culture, such as music or art. With enough time, if they were to understand English, they could even come to appreciate film and television. Who knows, maybe we would even create works specifically for the Ningen. This could allow them to live a life of more leisure, appreciating the nicer things in life rather than simply living to survive underwater. Perhaps we would help them to build environments such that they could take advantage of these things, with underwater TVs, radios, and the like. It's even possible that they would want to join us on land, in which case we could build containment suits to allow them to remain for extended periods. Based on the Antarctica pictures, they do seem to be able to walk on land, so this doesn't seem like too much of a stretch. Of course, given their incredible size, the Ningen wouldn't be able to live in normal human cities. However, we could build a city or cities specifically for them, with stronger infrastructure and larger buildings. Of course, it would be best to build these cities on the coast so they have access to the ocean if they need it, but it could be very useful in improving Ningen-human relations. Considering they would likely require low temperatures, they would need to live somewhere very cold, perhaps even Antarctica, although temperature control could be worked into the containment suit as well. Wherever they ended up living, it would become one of the greatest tourist attractions on Earth. However, it would be important to limit visitors and their actions, since the Ningen would likely not want to be on display throughout their lives. Like students at the Milford Academy, human visitors would strive to be neither seen nor heard. And now we return to our question, what if the Ningen were real? Well, unlike other sea creatures, the Ningen probably wouldn't pose much of a threat to us since they tend not to attack humans. However, people would come from far and wide to see the creatures if they were real. If they happen to be intelligent, it could be that we would begin communicating with them and start a relationship between our species. It's even possible that they would wish to move onto land, at least partially, and perhaps live a life of more luxury. We could come to an arrangement where they tell us about the ocean and share their knowledge, while we share ours in return and provide comforts on land. In the words of Rick Blaine,
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Thank you for watching Life's Biggest Questions. I hope this was interesting interesting and informative, and maybe even inspired you to look into it further on your own. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below. While you're down there, let me know if you think the Ningen really are real, and what you'd do if you encountered one. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Life's Biggest Questions, wishing you the best of luck on your quest for answers.